The Bog Witch's Brew by R. Jean Bell, read by Diane Severson Mori. Mist blankets the pasture, shrouding the flock and swallowing the heathered hills beyond. Dread twists my gut, and I long to crawl back into the loft and cocoon myself in the heavy feather duvet. "The Bog Witch is brewing," Graham says, wringing her hands. "That's just an old superstition." I shiver and warm my palms over the fire. Grams shakes her head and holds out Pawpaw's heavy grey sweater, the last she'd knitted before rheumatism stiffened her fingers. "The flock needs checking. You know they stray when she brews." I had just inherited the responsibility, like the pullover that swallows my thighs and wraps me in the scent of sheep and wood and tobacco. The tally is 1 lamb short. I check it twice, so I slipped through the fence where 1 slat lies rotting on the damp ground. Following the narrow deer trail, I trudge up and down the sandy hills, listening for a lamb's cry. It's hopeless, I know, and far too quiet, but the mist beckons me forward. Panting, I pause near a stand of lichen-covered trees. Cold water fills my shoes as I sink ankle-deep into the moss. The air thickens. A whiff of wood smoke tickles my nose, and the wind whispers my name. A hunched silhouette moves through the fog. Its cry grows louder. When I rub my eyes, it's gone. Nothing remains but dry leaves on the scrub oaks rattling in the breeze and the growl of my empty stomach. The chill of the air seeps into my bones, and the sweater hangs heavy on my shoulders. The lamb has to be there, just out of sight, but I turn my leaden limbs toward home. Damp steams from the soaked wool when I hang it by the blazing fire. My shoulders slump as I tell Grams a precious ewe lamb is lost. "She answered the witch's summons," Graham says, kneading dough for bread. "We all hear her call when it's our time." I shiver as I remember the suffocating mist on the morning Pa refused to wake, and the story that Grams told as she held me on her lap of how the bog witch called for Pa to drink her brew. She repeats that same verse. "One taste takes away the pain. Another soothes the heart aflame. A third sip brings about rebirth and leaves our body to the earth." Her gnarled hand squeezes mine, and I look down into her eyes, no longer a clear, bright blue, but cloudy and grey and bloodshot. "The bog witch calls my name." A tear streaks her wrinkled cheek. "But I'm not quite ready to taste her blessed brew." The name in the mist is one I share with her. The bog witch is calling, and Grams wants to go. Outside, the damp retreats before the burning sun and blue sky. Tomorrow, the witch will brew again. I shall cling to Graham's flowered hands and beg her to remain.